The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Back into it and back at it. You found The Local Show with Tom and Steve. One of the sunshiny spots of your weekend where you can hear about local businesses and, of course, local organizations as well, whether they are nonprofit or a civic organization, things like that. Right now, we're going to talk to a for-profit business, but it's like the other zoo in town, but it's so much more than a zoo.
So much more than a zoo.
And we're going to learn all about that right now with Jada Masiclat, who is the general manager of the Wild Animal Park, which is up there in Chittenango. How are you?
I'm great. How are you guys?
Very good, Jada. So, Jada, you are there a couple of different managers, or are you the manager of this whole thing?
I do a little bit of everything. But we do also have a couple of managers who know more focus on like the Haven, for example, as well as mothers who also help me out as well.
Okay.
And what's the Haven?
The Haven is our sister property. It's our brand new property. We're able to sleep right alongside tigers and lions, amongst other things.
Yeah.
Tom, would you be afraid it would climb through the window and eat you?
Well, I'd have to see what kind of structures they are, but you can explain the structures to us. But first, let's start with the actual Wild Animal Park and kind of going in order here. Is it structured like a zoo, and what makes it maybe even different than the regular zoo that people know?
So the Wild is structured as a typical zoo, but our biggest thing is interaction. So we really emphasize guests being able to really get up close and personal with our animals. So there's a lot of feeding opportunities, a lot of petting opportunities, as well as educational things. We also have a drive-through safari as well that is adjacent to our zoo. We're able to go out, feed different animals, learn from our keepers on our beast ride, which is our guided tour, as well as, really get to see a lot of different species from all around the world.
Yeah, so let's name some of the different species that you'll see that may be different than the Burnett Park Zoo there.
Our biggest draw for sure is we have all 7 big cat species in our walkthrough park. Not a lot of places can say that. We also have langurs. A lot of facilities also don't have these as well.
Let me have you back up for a second, because a lot of us are not as versed as you are with stuff, with the animals. You say big cats. What constitutes a big cat? What? Give me some names of the cats.
So big cats, there's a lot of some more subspecies in that, but our big cats are going to be lions, tigers, jaguars, leopards, cheetah, as well as like the jaguars, mountain lions. So those are your big cats. We also have the little ones that technically aren't considered big cats, which are, for example, the clouded leopards.
Like a bobcat is a little cat, right?
Technically a little cat. Yeah, right. Would not fall under that technically.
And she knows because she went to school for this stuff, Tom.
Right.
Yeah. And just to back up, we talked to you several weeks ago. You started working there when you were like 10 years old, right?
14.
Okay.
15, yeah, not that bad. But yeah, working customer service, started right as soon as I could with those working papers.
Right. Okay. So people can walk through, or they can get that beast ride, or they can drive their own car through, so they can see stuff outside of a, walking zoo experience.
Yeah.
So they see them in their natural habitat.
As much as they can. They are free range as much as, again, they can be. Obviously, our carnivores aren't free range on our, hoof stock.
That would be bad, yeah.
That would be bad. But they are pretty much able to do their own thing. They're able to interact on their own, accord, things like that.
Yeah. And
really
they can
awesome.
People can feed the animals?
Yes.
Yeah, certain ones you are allowed to feed.
Yeah, minus the zebras, but you can feed everyone else. So like our camels, water buffalo, bison, everyone who comes out.
Don't forget the giraffe.
And our giraffe.
Favorite is is that everybody's favorite, or is it just me?
I would say it's definitely one of the fan favorites for sure. We do have a baby giraffe right now and a naming contest going on.
Oh,
so.
Wait,
nice.
When was the giraffe born?
It was born 2 weeks of Wednesday.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so how big is a giraffe when it's born? Is it like taller than me or no?
Probably close. I would say pretty close. He's
Really?
about 6-7 foot tall now.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
And is it? I'm just picturing. I've seen baby deer. Is it like all legs?
Yes, mostly legs. It is funny watching them try to stand up for the first time. They stand up in approximately about half hour at least after they're born. So
Wow.
They're up and at 'em.
Do you have to supplement the food, or they breastfeed, or how do you feed a giraffe?
They're nursing off mom immediately. We have a really great mom, Jasmine. She's done a really great job taking care of her past babies, and she took right to them.
Do you have any amphibians or reptiles as well?
Not on display, but we do have travel programs where we do have our collection that goes to schools, it goes to, other programs, as well as also birthday parties and smaller companies. So we'll go out and travel and go put up a little pop-up once in a while.
Okay. What would be included? What kind of amphibians and reptiles are in there?
We have all sorts of snakes. We have some really large ones. We also have tortoises, turtles, a skink.
A what?
A skink.
What is a skink?
It is amphibian. Looks a little goofy. They kind of look like a long lizard type vibe.
Okay.
They have a very long blue tongue.
Interesting.
Yeah, so all sorts of little things.
But you don't have them on display. That's not something you display normally?
Not at the moment. We are hoping to build a reptile house, though, in our future.
Gotcha.
So had some good crowds this summer, I gotta imagine.
Yes, for sure. And we're looking forward to our fall season as well. We do have our flashlight safaris coming up.
What are they?
So our flashlight safaris is a night where our families can come out and enjoy the holidays, Christmas and holidays stuff coming up too.
So all the holidays that you do a flashlight thing, not just for Halloween.
So we do Halloween first and then our Christmas lights. So we have two, holiday themed stuff that's coming up. But the flashlight safaris is, Halloween themed with all kinds of spooky decorations. We also have fall treats, and it's nice where you can see the animals when they're most active.
Right. So when are you open now? You're open like every day during the summer. This time of year, when can people go out to either the wild animal park, the safari, or the Haven? When are those open?
So for the walkthrough and our drive-through, we're Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays for their typical hours. Once we hit the end of September, so the end of September and then all of October, flashlight safaris are at nighttime on Fridays and Saturdays from 6 to 10. And then the Haven is our Thursdays on the porch, which is like live band, local music, and a full bar and menu that is 5 to 10 p.m. at the Haven.
Okay. So now let's unpack the Haven a little more. You said you had a wedding reception there. So tell me, did they have the whole, the ceremony there as well as the reception? And was there a band or a DJ or?
So we really do focus on having where the wedding can kind of get everything they want right on the same property.
Yeah,
so they had the reception, they had obviously the ceremony, they had the after party there, all of the above.
Wow.
We had beer burros that were out, serving drinks. It was a very inclusive experience where they were able to enjoy the animals there and also their little party as well.
Wow.
Very nice.
So I mean, Tom's been a professional DJ forever. That's how we met 40 years ago.
40 years, yeah.
Well, actually, maybe longer, Tom?
They could be.
Yeah, actually a little longer than that. So do you control who can play there or be there? Because sometimes the wedding venues, they only let certain people in, and are you just like, hey, if the wedding party wants to plan it, we trust them to bring in quality people?
So we have a preferred list. So we're, of course, we're brand new. So we're looking for local people who want to join us and kind of have the same vision as us. So it's changing kind of as we figure things out because we're brand new. But we've had, really good working relationships with local companies and things as well.
Okay. And if a business wanted to have a holiday party, Christmas party or something, could they do that at the Haven?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we're looking for our winter right now. There's a few companies looking into doing their little galas or things as well. So it's a space for everyone.
No, it's very, very cool. I know when I was out there, I just had so much fun. Does everybody turn into a kid or just me?
Everyone does a little bit.
Yeah,
for sure.
So you're still taking bookings for the Haven for the cabanas and stuff like that for next year?
For the Big Cat Bungalows?
Yeah, Big Cat Bungalows.
Yes, we are. We are quite booked out right now. It's quite popular. But we are booking into the next season.
Well, if you haven't been out there, you've missed it. And it's not too late. It sounds like you guys are rocking on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And you can see all kinds of animals. Information at thewildpark.com. And everything is there. And we just love having you. And thanks for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me again.